Hi and welcome to this week's Something for the Weekend. I'm Tony, Sales Manager here at Martin Lynch Sons. And this week it's Tony's top 10 shack accessories for under £100. Yes, I've not gone crazy and into the thousands again. We're going to keep the price low and those items that you really should have in your shack. Right, if you do stay tuned for the rest of this video, we will also be giving away the FT4, which was featured a couple of weeks ago in one of our videos. And also there's a new Yaesu Cashback, but more information later. Right, number one, and in no particular order, nifty manuals. Now, what are nifty manuals, I hear you say? Well, they're the salesman's dream. And the reason I call them the salesman's dream is because basically all of the operations you need for that new radio that you've just bought, or one you've had in the shack for a while, is in a nice little concise breakdown in this book. So if Henry comes a little bit closer, you'll see here, this one's for the Yaesu FTDX10. And you've got a table of contents straight away on the front, and you can look down and say, right, I want to adjust some TX settings. So page 7, we go to page 7, here we go. Nice little ring binder bit here as well, where we can just sort of fold it back. I'm sure I'll be corrected as to what the actual term of this is, spiral bound maybe. And if you look on here, you want to adjust the power levels. You've got a nice little breakdown here, and it will tell you which button to press, what menu to look at, what it should say on that menu, what you need to do with that button or knob, and then away you go. You're ready to transmit at a new power setting. And that's for everything. So if you're doing digital connections, etc., it's all in here and all in detail. So nifty manual, definitely the way to go, and at prices of around about £20 or so, depending on the radio. Very, very good choice. Now, if you want to go into a bit more detail, the Radio Today books. So here we go, here's one for the 705, this one's £16, and basically everything is broken down into more detail for you. So if you're not too sure what you're doing when you're setting up your scanning, what your parameters should be, you've got a full breakdown here, tells you about adjusting the squelch, and these are absolutely superb. They're kind of like an overview of every function that the radio does, and they do them, as I said, for the 705, FTDX 101, DX10. So take a look on the website, definitely worth looking at. Moving across from there, so you've got all these wonderful items in your shack, how you're going to connect them, etc. Well, if you've got multiple antennas, a good way of doing it is obviously with an antenna switch. So here we have Midell's CO301N, so this is an N-type variant. Now obviously all of these switches are available in SO239 as well, so if you've got a PL259 plug you can go straight in. And here you have it, so you've got your coax going from here, from your radio, and then you've got A, B and C for your selectors for your antennas. So you might have a nice long wire here for top band, you might have a vertical that you like to use on the higher bands, and then you might want to switch to C for your 6 meter beam that you've got. And as you can see, this one's an N-type one, and it's all very well constructed, nice bit of weight to that as well. And many options of these available. So you can have a 3, you can have a 2, you can have a 4. They are priced, you know, under £50 for most of these. Different quality levels as well. But, you know, I kind of like these, the CO variety. I think they just kind of sit right in the middle of the range. Okay, next, you spent thousands on your radios. It's your pride and joy. However, things get dusty, don't they? So, next up, foam cleanser. So £9.95, so only a tenth of our £100 budget. And what do we do with this? Well, I've had many years of practice with this, thanks to the governor. And as you'll see on our 101 here, it's our demo unit, so it does get marked up a little bit. There's a bit of dust on here. You just give it a little bit of a spray. Get a nice microfiber cloth. Let it seep in a little bit so it's drawing out the dirt from there. And then we just get on there, give it a good wipe. As you can see, it's now cleaned up beautifully. So there was that little mark there, that's now gone. And as I said, £9.95 a can. Probably suggest you come into store to buy this, saves the shipping of it with it being an aerosol, but certainly worth having. Okay, moving on, Henry. What happens if everything goes down? Yes, it's that hits the fan situation, as they say. But we still want to hear some radio, probably listen out for local news, find out when your electricity is coming back on, etc. So why not one of these Sanjin MMR-88s. They do a Survivor edition of this, which is this one in camouflage, and they also do a yellow variant as well, nice bright yellow, so you can find it easily. Now, the reason I've suggested this, not really an accessory, but very, very handy to have in the shack, just in case, as I said. I mean, you might just want to listen to cricket scores, but who knows. So FM and DAB is standard. Solar panel for charging as well. Also, if we flip this round, it's a wind-up radio. So if all else fails, you've still got some form of reception of FM and DAB. Also, built-in LED light as well, so if the lights do go out in the shack, you can still scan like that and grab your preferred choice of drink. And it does come with a lovely bag as well. So there we go. Okay, now one item you should definitely have in your shack, a dummy load. And if you don't, why not? So these are very, very good value, these dummy loads, and there's no excuses not to have one if you're doing testing, etc. These are the Midel DA31s, and they're PL259 and available as N-type as well. So price on these under £20. Now there is no excuse not to have these, no excuse, and it's probably part of your licensing conditions as well. So moving on from there, we're going to go around to here. Another item that you should definitely have, because we all rush out there, we all buy that radio, we all buy that power supply, we buy the coax, we've got an antenna, we're ready to go. You should always have a meter. And they're at such a reasonable price now as well. Again, under £100. This is very simple. You don't have to have a massive meter all singing, all dancing, LED, etc. Very plain and simple, this one, the Diamond SX20C. SO239's on the back. And coverage of this is 80 meters up to 2 meters. So kind of great for the UK because there's not that many top band users really. So if you just want to go up from 80 up to 2, this will do the trick for you. And if you look in Henry, it's a cross needle display, and if our TX, it's showing you the power there, so we've got 100 watts out, and there's our SWR. Okay, got your radio connected to the antenna, etc. Yes, you're going to need to connect it. Now, we often don't spend a lot of money on these, which is a bit stupid really when we've paid for expensive coax, etc. But you're going to need a patch lead. So obviously on the back of the meter, there's an input and an output. What's connecting that to the radio? It is, of course, a patch lead. So we do now stock the Messi and Poloni range of patch leads. So this is the Ultraflex 7 variety, half a meter. Yes, it's fairly expensive, but then think about it. How much are the plugs? The plugs are around about £7 each. Then obviously you've got the coax, you've got the time it's going to take you to make it, and the time it takes you to make it is obviously time off the radio. So nice quality patch leads. You can never have enough patch leads. Okay, moving along. We're going back to the thousands again. Don't do it, Tony, don't do it. No, I'm not. But if you have spent thousands, you're going to need to protect it, and much like the foam, once you've cleaned it off, you don't want it getting dusty again. So look at the range of prism covers. Now these range from anywhere from around about £25 upwards to about sort of £50 or so. So if you've spent say £4,000 on this 990, you're going to need a lovely cover to protect it. And as you can see, it fits over nicely. All that hard work polishing it hasn't gone to waste. Okay, moving across Henry, we're finally getting to the end of this top 10. Now, Richard's favourite, the handbag, the Midel handbag. At $44.95, you've seen this before on our previous videos. This does take a 705, everything you need if you're going to go out portable to the park. We've already proved that. And nice zip round here. And as you can see, plenty of space for everything in there. Got a carrying handle as well, bit of protection, and then obviously all your ancillary devices can go in the front here. There we go. Now if that's a little bit big for you and you just go out with a handy from the shack, or you just want to keep something tidy in the shack maybe, then look at the handbag mini as well at £25. There we go, plenty of room in there, and again ancillary devices can go in the front, and spare batteries etc on the side, and you've got your carry handle as well. We do love a handbag here. Right, moving along. Just worked that guy, I need to log him. I'm doing the old paper log. Oh, or the XYL said I've only got half an hour in the shack. How am I going to know that? The Midel ham shack clocks are available, and available in 2 colours. So we've got the lovely green variety as you can see here. which is nice and clear. 24-hour clock, breaking down to seconds as well. We've got the day, the dates, the year, and the current temperature as well. And at £28, an absolute bargain. Here's the red one for you here. As you can see, I kind of like the red one, I'll be honest with you, but that's a bit different, the green one. Okay, so that is my top 10 shack items. They are under £100, and you should have a few of these in your shack, really. And good thing with that kind of price, you can just buy them throughout the year if need be. Now, talking about buying things, I've got to say the Anan after Mark's wonderful video that we showed has been selling like hotcakes. We've just got a new batch in of the with screen version here, as you can see. And there is new stock coming as well of the no screen version very soon. What I will say is if you do want to buy an Anan, you will need to pre-order and get yourself onto the list because they're going very, very fast. Right, moving on to this, the one you've been waiting for. The FT4X, which Martin has so generously decided to give away a couple of weeks ago on one of our videos. What I will say is, as with all our competitions, we always notify you via video as to who has won. So please, if you do receive any information, whether it be via WhatsApp or whether it be via email, etc., or via YouTube itself, please, please, please always contact the store and we can clarify if it's true or not. And it probably won't be true, let's be honest, because we always do it on the video for you, so you know it's come from us. Right, the winner of this is M1SKA, who is Dave. So Dave, M1SKA, if you could contact sales@hamradio.co.uk and we get this popped into the post for you. Congratulations, that's a great win. I'm still shocked Martin gave that away. Right, before I go, just a reminder, as I said at the start of the video, for those that have been watching, and if you are watching for the first time, don't forget to please comment, like and subscribe, because it does help us out. Yaesu's Cashback. So it's just ended a few weeks ago. It's now back again with even more radios up for grabs. So the FT5 is back again. FTDX10 has got a cashback again from what I've seen. It's due to go live at the end of this week. So all you need to do is go to hamradio.co.uk/cashback for the full range of radios. It saves me having to remember them all. And we'll see you very, very soon. And enjoy this weekend. I'll tell you what, it's been a scorcher this week. Take care.